Hey guys, so today I'm reviewing the Rokinon Xeen lenses. I have the set of 5 currently, the 14, 24, 35, 50, and 85. I've been very pleased with the Rokinon line. I've actually shot quite a few projects, including 2 features on the Rokinon Cinema Primes, but I have to say the Xeens are a fabulous step up from the Cinema Primes. Not only can you run them at a 1.5 and still be very sharp, they feel like a real lens. They've got the nice throw for your distances for follow focus or wireless follow focus. First ACs love that, and it feels like a proper lens. However, the weight of these Xeens is not that much more than the Rokinon Cinema Primes. This makes it great for gimbal use because you can actually put this pretty beefy cinema lens on a gimbal and even a smaller gimbal and be able to run it properly. The setup I have here is a Panasonic GH4 with a micro four thirds to EF mount adapter. I did get the EF mount lenses and a Tilta matte box. With this matte box, one thing that I really love about this particular Tilta is that it actually fits the front element of the Xeen lenses perfectly. And where that also comes in handy is, for the most part, when you have a speed booster such as a Metabones or this one that I have on the camera here, you might get a little bit of movement as you're pulling focus, and that's not good. So one thing that's really handy about the Tilta matte box is it actually acts as a clamp for the lens and helping to hold it stable so that you don't get that movement on the actual adapter. This particular adapter is a knockoff brand, not as expensive as a Metabones, but I have found that it works very well, and actually the marks on the lens hit exactly right, so you're not going to be off on focus with this particular adapter. So I do recommend this adapter if you're a little bit on a budget and you don't want to spend the cost of what a Metabones would be. So let's get on to some footage. This is from a project that I've been shooting lately, and I'm actually showing raw footage. So uncolor timed, untweaked, not stabilized. I figured seeing the raw is always helpful. The first shot up is a gimbal shot where we had the GH4 with the DJI wireless follow focus and the 24mm Xeen. And why this is pretty impressive is we're using a Defy G5 gimbal, which is actually a lightweight gimbal, and we're able to have all of this stuff on it because the Xeen is pretty lightweight. And as you can see, the shot turned out pretty darn good. For this project, we're definitely playing with low light situations and very contrasty situations, and I wanted to run the lens always at a 1.5 or a 2 and just kind of working a little bit more in the shadows and being contrasty, and I feel like the Xeens handled it very well. Um, this next shot, I was playing with some flare, and I am definitely pleased with how the Xeens handle flare, and also still running it wide open on the lens. Running the 85 also at a T1.5. Once again, kind of working more with a front fill light, but harder backlight. And I'm really pleased just the way that the Xeen handles these extreme situations. So now we're moving on to the Canon C300. So the lenses will pop onto the camera directly because it doesn't need an adapter. And we decided to go ahead and keep that 1.5 even outside. And this is the Xeen 85mm at a T1.5. And just really pleased with how sharp it is at that 1.5. Here's a variation 50mm 1.5 on the C300 as well. And then the last shot here is actually a jib shot that we did, and once again we're working with a lightweight jib, so we're still running the DJI wireless follow focus, the Canon C300, and a 50mm Xeen. at the 1.5, and we were able to do this fantastic move on a pretty lightweight jib. Generally this is a DSLR jib, but because of the lightweight nature of the Xeen, we were actually able to pull this off with the Xeen 50mm. Once again, uncolor timed, untreated footage. We'll probably crush this a little bit more in post and make the highlights pop just a hair more for this night interior. So that's pretty much it. That wraps it up. I hope this video helped you decide on whether or not you're going to work with Xeen lenses. I highly recommend them, and enjoy shooting.